Hey, this is Val Selby, and after over 20 years online, I can track where my mindset has blocked me. If procrastination, imposter syndrome, and a lack of focus have been blocking your biz, then Val Full Volume is here to help you see choices you are making. Get ready to use your expertise to collaborate like a pro as you create the business of your dreams. Now is the time to make changes and live your best life. Let's get to it. Hello, I am so excited you are here for this episode because I'm on a mission. I'm on many missions, am I not? So, welcome to Val Full Volume. I'm Val, and I want to talk to you about something that I am really working on because it's going to take change to wrap my head around better celebrations. And I know some of you might be going, what are you talking about? You love celebrations. You do the celebrations. And yes, I do. I love the celebrations. I do celebrate so much stuff, accomplishments. I'm talking about that specifically for business. I love to celebrate all of the little wins, all of the big wins, but I'm really noticing, and I'm just going to dig in. So, I know the holidays are coming up, and I know that we are all getting busy. So I don't want this to be a super long one. I want you jumping in here today, grabbing a quick win, and joining me on this new mission. How do we feel when we're starting new projects? We feel amazing, right? We are motivated. We are gung-ho. Our endorphins are fucking firing, right? We are all in. New project. Yeah, let's do this new thing. What about the 12 things that are over there? I was going to do the new thing. The new thing's best. New business, new website, new direction. Okay, I'm going to go there. This is a big part of this multi-passionate idea. It really is. And sitting down and paying attention to that is really, really important. It's made I think I might cap it. I think it might be the biggest difference I have made in my businesses. And I do say zizzes. Because we are entrepreneurs and we are creative. The two go hand in hand. If we weren't creative, we wouldn't be entrepreneurs. We wouldn't have to get it out, right? We wouldn't have to make change like that. We do other things to find our excitement, but we're creative, so we want to get things out there, and we lean into that too hard. We give it too much power as entrepreneurs. And I really do believe, and if you are a psychologist or any of that, hit me up. I would love to record a session with you and let's dig in and get like some specifics. I would absolutely adore that. But here's what I know from my experience. Switching businesses, adding another business, creating something new is an endorphin hit. We are an endorphin society, am I right? I mean, look at what we do. Social media, we are constantly looking for that hit. And new projects create that hit. New businesses create that hit. The whole fun of, oh my God, I'm going to go start a business from scratch creates that hit. I am working on, and I hope that you will join me, I am working on finished projects creating more of a hit. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get there yet. I mean, I am working on it because I am working on really hitting my deadlines. This is me telling you my personal story. Deadlines to me, I haven't been good about them. I have not. I know previously it was a lot easier to hit deadlines when I was doing my VA projects, my service projects when I was a service provider, because that wasn't a deadline I had set, which is that concept of what I just said. I know how ridiculous that is, but if the deadline was set and that's what we were setting for the team, then I would stick to it. I would stick to it and do that over my own stuff, right? So now that I'm not doing services anymore, I have noticed that I am back to old ways of deadlines get moved. And like I was just talking, in my friend's community, Mimi's community over there, Unstoppable Business community over in, we'll put a link down below, over on Skool. And I was talking to one of the members over there, and I brought up, and this is me talking about me, but I know other people are very similar because I'm coaching people that are very similar. And if you are putting a deadline out there and you are moving it, it's not a fucking deadline. And that is the honest truth. If you are moving a deadline and it's not because of something absolutely traumatic, then that was not a deadline. And I'm saying this because I am calling my shit out. I know that I have been doing this. I know it. I know it because I have an Asana board that I go in there and I move the fucking due date until it's like last minute. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit. And I really believe that this is a big problem of me doing this, a big part of me doing this, I guess. The whole problem is that it's the deadline's getting moved, period. That means projects are just getting moved out further, and that's not okay for me anymore. So that's why I have to work on it. Deadlines are deadlines. That must be important in my head. Now, what I'm working on is the deadline means that the project's finished, right? Or parts of the project. How can I celebrate, every step of the way, but how can I make that project completion feel even better than the project endorphin feeling that we get when we start? How can I do that? And I know that one of the ways I can do that is going into my communities and celebrating. It is not bragging. We are in our business communities to share. And you know what happens when we share that we nailed a deadline, that we got our shit done and we're super excited about it? It leads to other people hitting their deadlines and feeling excited about it and sharing their excitement as well. And then I know we will just build. We will absolutely build from there. So it's not the easiest because we're breaking. You're here, you're similar. You're going through similar issues. You're still listening right now. So that means you're like, oh, good God. Yeah, she's talking right to me. I am, because I am talking of my experience and exactly what I'm doing. And I want it to change. I have control of it changing. I'm the one setting the deadlines. I'm setting the deadlines. And now I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to go in there to my Asana and set more deadlines, because I don't know if you're like me, but I am a Post-it note girl. So I love my Asana, but I'm a Post-it note girl. And if you're watching the video, you are looking at my Post-it note. This Post-it note is breaking my Post-it note rules. My Post-it notes, I use my Post-it notes for my 3 to 5 most important things that I have to get done during the day. My must-do list. That's 3 to 5. That's what I tell everybody. That's what I train people on. So I'm just here to show I'm breaking my own rules. I'm being honest about this, because right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Okay, so I only broke it by 1. But one of those that I added at the very bottom was a big one. And so that means that 2 of the things on the list didn't get done. That's why I have that's why I have that set in my head of 3 to 5, because I know that's what gets done, is 3 to 5 on a Post-it note. Anyway, so coming back, I do love my Asana, and I love that it's gamified, because if I click that I completed the project, I get this cute little unicorn go across my screen. And it's like, yay. So it's that little endorphin hit for finishing the project, right? I get, because I am old school. I love the Post-it notes. I love checklists. I do love paper. I know that when I write something down and I get to cross it off, it's another little endorphin hit. So I am thinking that for me right now, while I'm building and really focusing on the fact that I am not going to move deadlines anymore. I'm going to set very realistic deadlines, and I am not going to move them. So let's check in on that. Whew, it's a big one. It's a big one. I just kind of freaked out after I said it, because this is like public, kind of public, right? So I'm setting this goal now of not moving deadlines, and also not ignoring deadlines. Because sometimes I just look at it and go, well, maybe we'll just move that project completely over there, and then I'm not paying attention to the red marks of this deadline's passed. I'm being really real today, ain't I? And this is all coming on the fact that I want to figure out how I get that big ass endorphin high when I finish the project. Project getting completed. I think if I setting more teeny tiny deadlines, this is something that I do when I'm stuck in procrastination mode, or when, you know, my clients are like really, really, really stuck. Like they're just, I'm not getting anything done. It's been tough to get out of bed even, you know, I've been there. So we write down, and I do this on days that I'm having, you know, days, weeks. It's not usually days. It's when it's been weeks that I'm having a tough time. I will write out every little piece of the project that needs to get completed. And I mean every little piece. I don't care that it's only going to take me 1 minute. I write every single step down, because then I can sit down and I do get that little endorphin hit, you know, when I write that list down and okay, well, I did this. And then I can look at it and go, okay, and that's that little endorphin hit. It might be tiny, but it starts building. So that little endorphin hit, I cross that off. Okay, we did that. Okay, so look at the list. What's something else super, super easy that I can do that, you know, I don't feel is going to zap my energy even more? Okay, did that too. And then the endorphins start popping up. They start improving the energy. And then I find, and my clients find, that we start getting a little bit more done. And it might take a little bit. Honestly, it's going to depend on what's going on and why you are at that point. So it might take a little bit, but every day we're just doing a little bit. So that's the extreme. That's the absolute, that's extreme. That's like, we're getting out of bed and we're going to work, kind of way down there. But I could, and I am going to definitely go into my Asana and just break some of the projects down, because I'm thinking of my projects right now, and I am doing more of the words. I am grouping things together into one, like, to get crossed off. So technically, when I say I'm working on sales copy and assets, I know right now, I can picture it. I'm not even looking at my Asana, but I can picture it as my to-do, and it's grouped together. And that's not the same project. That's 3 or 4 projects, actually. So they all, for me, to get that endorphin hit, need to be spread apart, because otherwise I'm doing hours and hours and hours of work and I'm not crossing anything off. And yeah, it might be silly, but you don't find it silly because, like I said, you're still here listening. So you're just as silly as I am. Yay! So breaking the projects down, instead of just saying, I'm going to get my sales page done, and then you've set the date. That's a big task. So you can even break it up into I will figure out the sales page theme that I want to use. I will get the rough draft written. Break it down, and that way you've got the crossed off things, and that way also you're not taking a look at it and going, oh my God, this is going to take me forever. I am not starting this. I don't have time to start this. La, 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 la. Just me. But if I've got more milestones along the deadline, which I'm just going to call them all deadlines. If I've got more deadlines on all of the little pieces, I'm going to assume that I'm going to get more endorphin hits. And I'm hoping that that's going to build up to the finished project being huge endorphin hits. And of course, then as well, if that project's going to have a call to action, right? Whether it is a lead magnet to get people on your list or it's up for sale. Now we're looking to get that endorphin off as well. So we also need to start associating finished project, endorphins, yay, super happy, share, celebrate with others that happened. If you're watching the video, I've got a fly buzzing around my hair and I just took a shower, so go away, fly. So we've got that endorphin hit and we need to celebrate, because we need to celebrate and get those endorphins flowing, and then carry that into, the marketing, of course, because that's going to be the next. We've got a call to action that we want action taken on. So then we need to celebrate. Okay, we got a sign up today. All right, we got 2 signups today. All right, we got 10 signups in however many hours. Start. This is one thing that stats can actually help with. Is that celebration of, okay, well, goodness, last time when I did a launch, I only got this, and now I've got this in just a couple of hours. It's to help you tweak, but it is also part of that endorphin for the finished line that we need. So that was a lot of information. That was much longer than I had planned on. Okay, we're still under 20 minutes, so much longer than I had actually planned on. I thought this was going to be even quicker, but here I am still talking. I want to make a switch, and I encourage you to work on making a switch where your end goal, deadline, project finished, brings you in more warm fuzzies and endorphins and jumping around the house than starting a new project. I know that's a tall order, right? It's going to take some change, but I know that we can do it. And I believe it's really important that we do. And I want you to join my free Skool community, Collaboration HQ, and I want you to come over there and fucking celebrate. Add your accountability if you want. Come on over, use the community. But celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. I am so big on celebrating. We don't do it enough. We, especially as women, have been taught that it's bragging, and it's not. It's not at all. It's not bragging. It's a celebration that we got shit done, and we need to celebrate all of that together. That's why we're a community. All right. Good talking at ya. Let's go get projects finished and check in, all right? Later.